Alrighty, friends, welcome. This is perhaps the first video you should watch if you're new to Canvas, new to online learning here at Cedar Valley, simply because this is really the thing, the place where we do just about everything while we're doing this unique form of schooling. So Canvas basically is a place where everything that we do is organized and kept. And so that's where all of our assignments and our daily information and links and everything else go. So it's called an LMS, you may hear that, a learning management system, which is a fancy way of saying that's our homeroom. That's where we have school, but online. So to get there, you got to go to the internet, which makes sense because it's an online tool. And usually, especially if you're using a school computer, this should be the first thing you see. So over here to the right, it says Canvas. And if this is your first time, you'll need to follow documentation that you've probably received as to how to log in, both as a student and as a parent. Parents have the option to also be a part of this and sign up for it so they can have access to everything their child is doing. And so when you get here, you may see a screen that says notifications or something else. And so over here on the left, these are your main places where you would go. The dashboard, this one that looks like the speed dial, or what do you call that thing, where it tells you how fast you're going in your car. This gets you to your courses. Courses are like subjects. So you think of literacy and math and health, and strangely enough, here are all the courses that I've made here. So social studies, technology, art, and creativity. There's also courses for PE, for music, and for those third and fourth grade with Miss Gonzalez, if you are doing fourth grade math. And so this is where you would come every day. So you first log in, come into Canvas, click on your dashboard, and you're going to go here to headquarters. Now, sometimes people's boxes are organized differently. And so if your headquarters is way low, I would suggest moving it to the top. So you can do that. Let's say if it's down here, here's the technology one. Just put your mouse over it. Hold down the left button of your mouse, and then just drag it to the location of your choice. I'm going to move it there, scroll up, move it there, scroll up, and so on. Okay, so eventually it becomes the main one that you can find every time. Now I don't want to do that, so I'm going to go back to where it was because that's just how I roll. Okay. All right, so that's where it goes. Now, if working with boxes is a little confusing for you, you can also go here to where it says courses. Same thing, okay? But this just shows all of the courses out there, and so everything that I've made and any other ones that maybe your child is connected to. So you can go to all courses, and you're able to click on that. That actually will take you to a page where you can find things. So if you're a list person rather than a square person, that works. Sometimes I think that for yourself, there should be a button that's up here to the right. Mine doesn't show it, but gives you a chance to do list view. In fact, maybe it's here. Oh yeah, here we go. So these three dots here, this is card view. If you do list view, now I don't have any due dates on these, so I'm not going to worry about it, but that's where things will show up. Okay, so I like card view just because it's more interesting. Here is the calendar. So any due dates that have been placed in assignments will get put there so you can see various things. We have an inbox, which I haven't used yet, and so on. So those should be the main ones that you deal with. So you show up, go to your dashboard, and then you go to your headquarters. Now, I would strongly recommend that you create a bookmark. Now, to do this, you go over here to, now I'm using Google Chrome, and so that's recommended. So I'm going to go over here to these three dots all the way to the right, go down to Bookmarks, and I'm going to go up to Bookmark this tab. And then I can choose the Bookmarks bar. It puts it up here at the top, just like I have right there. Or if you click on it, I've already made folders to organize, and so you can put it in an appropriate folder. Okay, but I'm not going to do that because I already have that link. So I recommend that. So then every day you just click on the bookmark bar, and then you're right there, and you can save yourself some headache. Now here is the headquarters. This is our homeroom, and this is where it has all the links you need to get to the different locations. So I'm going to view this in student view because I'm right now in teacher view. And so yours probably looks a little bit something more like this. And so over here to the left, these are other locations that you can access, such as assignments. If we have any kind of discussions, it's kind of like a chat room. Files, I have another video about accessing files to download things that you need. Once grades, we share grades this way, and then modules, which I can talk about another time, pages. And so basically, you can use these, but for now, I'm going to go to these 3 lines, and then it will just make that go away for right now. Because to be honest, come to the website, click on headquarters, go right here to today's adventure. Click here. I'm trying to keep everything as simple as possible. Now, if you do want to access science or 5th grade math or something, you can do that as well. But for day-to-day needs, go ahead and click on that. All right. Now, this is, of course, every day that I update this to give us anything that we need, such as downloads, assignments, and so on. So not a lot of people read everything here, but I always have a little something that I share. And then if there's any sort of activity or something you need to download or a video you need to watch, it'll all be here. Okay? And so we had something for science this day, and we had something for exploration station. You'll notice I didn't have math or literacy or that sort of thing because those activities were done in our Teams meeting. So that wasn't necessarily something I had to put here. Now, you will notice that if there is something to download or to click on, so right here it says My Brain and Learning, a little symbol right there tells you it goes to another web page, and so that just directs you somewhere else. If it's a YouTube video, I'll try to embed it into the document so you don't have to go there. And so you can click and enjoy that. Now, if there's an assignment, I will do my best to write assignment. And then you click on that, and that will take you to the assignment. And I have another video about that, and so I'm not going to discuss that today, or at least in this video. And so that's pretty much it. Just go ahead and go to headquarters, go to click here, so the daily page, and then there you go. Now, there may be other things that you need to access, or you just can't find it, or perhaps it was on a different day. And so there's some other options. Let's go back here to the homeroom. And this is where these links here on the left would be helpful. So let's say, for example, that there was an assignment, but you didn't know what day it was and you couldn't remember. So just go to assignments. And then here they are. Okay, and so they're organized either by a certain category, or this one is overdue because the deadline has passed. And then these are ones that have upcoming deadlines. And so as you can see there. So you just check it, and then usually Canvas will give you a reminder on the right-hand side of your main page and help you to remember when to do it. You can always check the calendar. The class notebook is something that's going to be using OneNote, which we haven't learned how to do yet. Still debating whether or not that's something we want to do in class, but that's available if we do. Discussions is something that occasionally we would have, like here's a practicing a discussion. It's like one of those old-fashioned chat rooms where you would just go through and you can just chat and then you can reply, okay, like we've done here. So nothing fancy. Circa 1992, maybe. So for those old enough to remember what that was like. Files, I have another video about this, but this is where you can download any files that I have uploaded to the site. So if perhaps you missed something, you can go here to uploaded media, and you can find every file that I have put on the homeroom course. So if you need to find it, you can do it. Grades I haven't worked with yet, but I know this is eventually, when grades come in and I grade things, they'll be put here. And this will just tell you if something's missing, or you've turned something in, or if you've gotten certain points. Modules are the folders inside of courses. And so you'll see here that I've organized them by week. So perhaps there was something you needed to see on a certain week of school. You can go back to the week and say, oh, yeah, it was here on Friday the 11th. We did some sort of activity. And then you can go back. Now, these are the pages. These are the pages. Pages are in modules. So you can say, oh, here we go. I wanted to find the voting ballot for the online sheet of code, so there it is. So then you can go back to your modules, and you can do that. So you'll see each of these gray bars is a module. Each of these is a page, and you can see the page right there. And you can see the little paperclip, which just tells you that this is a file, and this link just tells you it's a link somewhere. So in other words, go to the daily page, but if you need to find something more specific, you can go to assignments, files, modules, or pages. So it's not too hard. If you have other questions, please let me know. Otherwise, hopefully that will give you a basic tour. And my suggestion to you, explore it, go through it, get familiar with it, until eventually it will become easy. Thanks for watching.